Hey guys, just making myself a quick cup of coffee. So we are going to talk about something right now. If you saw my live feed, you know what we're going to talk about. You guys know how I feel about WE knives. I think WE knives is a really good manufacturer, good enough in fact that I approached them and they are producing one of my designs, which you guys know I'm kind of a perfectionist and I would not have went into that lightly. So you guys know I love WE knives. I like WE knives. I have several. I have several of the actual WEs, and then I have the Ferrum Forge design stuff from Mastrop. So what we're going to talk about is what happens when a company like WE, because you guys know how I feel about Ferrum Forge. First Ferrum Forge I ever bought, my NTAC. It's been modified, it's been re-anodized, it's been used a lot. I actually cut a choil in on it, and I actually did the when it got some lock rock in it, which knives will from time to time, I added in the oversized stop pin on this myself with Elliot's help. So you guys know I love Ferrum Forge. So what happens when these two get together? You get the first WE knife released by WE under their brand, designed by Elliot Williamson. We're going to talk about the WE Malice. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I love this knife. So let me get my coffee. Don't complain about the volume of the music. I can't do anything else about it. I've cranked the music down, so please don't complain about the music that you're getting ready to hear. Guys, the coffee's almost done. I'm just doing a Keurig. So, like I said, you guys know I love Ferrum Forge knives. And the WE Malice is right up there in that realm of things that like I wished that I had, but currently can't afford. So the WE Malice was designed by Elliot for WE Knife Company, for them to release, for them to do all of that. That's basically the same thing I did with the Hornet. It's a WE product. It's WE branded. There is a Ferrum Forge design logo on the blade, just like mine will have one, but it is 100% a WE knife. So what you get is, you've got a full titanium handle, M390 blade that's nice and broad, really broad, and I don't want to make, it's not an apples to apples comparison, but it reminds me a lot of the Archbishop, and it has a lot of those design cues. But what it is it's just bigger in all dimensions: width, thickness, blade breadth or width of blade. And so with that, what you get is guys like me that have big hands. I love my NTAC. It's a little bit small for a guy with big hands. If you're doing a lot of cutting, it can get uncomfortable and your hands get tired, things like that. So what happens is this is thicker, wider, and it's chamfered all the way around to a nice, rounded, full hand grip. So what I would say is this knife is going to be perfect for somebody that does a lot of heavy duty work, things like that, where they're doing a lot of cutting, a lot of heavy work, where they're going to be using this a lot. It's just about perfect. I've done some cutting with it, not a lot, because this is one of the ones that Elliot is going to modify and sell eventually, make into a maker's choice. But it fills your hand just perfectly. Pocket clip is large, but Elliot designed it, so it's comfortable in hand. You don't really feel that. It's not a hot spot. And so we're going to turn this around. We're going to take a good look at this knife from behind the camera, looking at it top down, and we'll just it's gorgeous. Like, I can't tell you how much I like it. It hits the same, it hits those same spots that my Archbishop does. So let's go ahead and get this turned around and take a look. So guys, this is the WE Malice, and I like this. I can get some altitude on this. So this is a gorgeous knife. So full back spacer, milled pocket clip, lock bar insert, and WE has stopped using, so those of you guys that are still 2 years ago, we stopped using that proprietary pivot or proprietary hardware that you see on this that comes with a little key ring tool that's hard to use. So same WE pivot, same markings. The action on this is snappy. It's a nice heavy blade. It snaps open with authority. If you watch my hand, it almost has recoil. So you don't have a full aperture here. It's skeletonized, which gives it a really cool look. But, oh, missed it. It still functions as an opening aperture. Really comfortable in hand, guys. Look, it's nice. Let's compare it to one of my larger firearm forges. This is my Mordax. They are almost the same. When you look at it, but then you realize this is all chamfered, so it fills the hand nice and smoothly. Like I said, gorgeous finish. Everything's nice and flush and clean. That finish is gorgeous. There is some stuff going on here. There is no skeletonizing down in here, but there's some really good finish. Like, if you're looking down here, that finish on the inside is pretty clean and smooth. And that's just like attention to detail that WE puts into stuff. The way things are chamfered, how clean the lines are, how clean the milling is, the way things just are perfectly smooth. If you've ever seen any of their ones that come with carbon fiber inserts and you run your fingers across them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But everything's been softened. You can see the way it was milled. Like, there is a line, but everything's been softened to a point where it's just so smooth and comfortable. Now, these did come in two different finishes. You had this finish. I believe it's two finishes. You have this finish, and then you have more of I think a raw stone washed, almost like what you get on this, on my not Raptor. Damn it. Anyway, on my Karambit from WE. Holy crap. But the thing is, when it comes back to it, you still see the design cues. You see Elliot Williamson in this. He has an aesthetic that carries throughout knives. And it's very clearly represented in this knife. So like I said, it's like the best of both worlds. You have a WE knife that's a little bit different than anything Elliot has made, but it is similar enough that it still hits all those little spots that make these so great. All the little design cues, the attention to detail, the way things are done and clean and done well. You get, like I said, so full titanium M390 blade. This will hold an edge forever. M390, Ferrum Forge design. Beautiful, beautiful hardware. Now, I did do some cutting with this. And I can tell you that nice broad blade coming down to a really nice thin edge does a very good job. And like I said, when you start getting into, as much as I like this knife, it's kind of thin. This is my WE 601. This profile from here to here is kind of thin. And I said it before, the more you have to close your hand around something to use it, the more of these muscles you're engaging. And so just by default, if you have to squeeze further around a knife, you're already engaging these muscles. And then when you get to using that knife, you're gonna get tired. And you don't have as much of your hand squeezing in farther and engaging those muscles to be able to use this. So there's less fatigue. So it's just a really good design. The grind is perfect. And then this is just aesthetic as heck. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm only gonna, it just always seems like there's only Ferrum Forge knives on my channel, and that's because, well, I'm always there. But there is other stuff. We get other stuff on here. But yeah, let's take a good look at that up close one last time. Look at that finish. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that, just so clean. But yeah, let's turn this back around and do some final thoughts on this. I am not gonna lie to you guys though. The first time I saw this, let me crank you guys up, get a little altitude here, crank, crank, crank. The first time I saw that knife, I was on the fence. I saw it and I was like, it's kind of cool, but I was kind of on the fence when I first saw it. And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, you know, I don't know. It was enough different that I was just not sure about it. And then every time, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't take you guys up to the shop very often anymore because there's so much stuff now going on with Elliot where there's stuff that's prototypes and stuff shows up because he's working on projects with WE and Massdrop and things like that and other makers. And it's just really hard to be able to film at Ferrum Forge to do much of anything without sanitizing things. It's kind of a pain. So the first time I saw this prototype, it's probably been damn near a year ago. The first time I saw it, I was like, you know, I don't know. It seemed different enough just to glance at. And then every time I would go up to the shop, I'd pick up the prototype that sat on the bench at Elliot's desk, and I would mess with it. And I was like, you know what? I really like this. It's one of those knives that is gonna fit a good heavy duty use for a lot of people. And one of the things about it is with this size and profile, if you're wearing gloves, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be way easier to hold on to something like this than a small little thin knife. So, you know, I don't want you guys to think that I'm only talking about it because Elliot's my friend. If somebody had sent me that knife, sight unseen, and I didn't know that Elliot had designed it, I'd have the same response. It's just about perfect. I mean, there's things with it. Like I would prefer a different pocket clip. I've gotten to where I don't carry as much stuff in my pockets anymore, so I prefer standoffs to backspacers because it's easier to keep your knife clean. So, I mean, there's always things about a knife that are negative, but I don't want to do, there's enough other people to do I like Nick Shabazz. I like him a lot. Now that I've gotten to meet him personally and talk to him a few times, I really like Nick. Don't ask me any questions. I'm not gonna give you any information about Nick. He's a very private person. But, you know, there's enough other people that do their reviews with the good, the bad, the ugly, or these are the good points, these are the bad points. I like to do a more relaxed review. Is it a good knife? It's an amazing knife. Does it have problems? Yeah, it has problems, but my problems, the reason I don't like to do so much the good, the bad, and the ugly as often, unless it's just really horrendous, is because I would prefer to let other people make their own decisions. Because something for me, I might say that I hate milled pocket clips. That's the ugly. There's a lot of people that don't hate milled pocket clips. So it's it just kind of seems one-sided. So I just like to just do a relaxed review. Do I like the knife? Yeah, I really like it. Does it snap open with authority? You saw it in slow motion. Yeah, it almost has recoil. So with that being said, guys, I'm sorry that the actual content, I've been doing live feeds a lot. Actual content's been fewer and further between. But the fact is that these videos take so much more time than just throwing up a live feed. Doing a live feed is just moments if notifications go out. To do this, there's editing and things like that. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video. Guys, if you like it, if you like the video, if you got any questions about it, I mean, like I said, my reviews are very relaxed and broad overview. If you got any questions about stuff, you guys know that I'm in the comments section all the time. Like every comment gets read. I took down a comment this morning, not because it was bad. It was just something I don't want to associate with my channel. It wasn't horrible. I took it down, and if the person that is watching sees it, it was about why notifications aren't going out. I don't want to start raising a big stink about why my notifications aren't going out on YouTube. So yeah, I took your comment down only because I just contacted Google about this, YouTube's branch of Google about this. So I figured that having that comment, you have to monitor your comment section on YouTube channel. So that being said, guys, as always, if you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. Please try to tell me why. In this corner will be a subscription link. Down here will be a Patreon link. Up here, I haven't done it in the last couple videos. I apologize. I will get these bag tags done. But there will be a video that YouTube thinks you like. And down here will be a video that I recently uploaded, like my last upload that's not a live feed. So guys, if you want to support my daughter's ice skating, as always, I will definitely make sure that the link to her GoFundMe is in the description below my little blurb about the knife. So you guys take it easy. I love you all. I will try to get more content like this put up. It's just been hectic. So I don't have anything big going on, so I should be able to do these. Guys, take it easy. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.